All right, in this video, I'm going to look at numbers 1 through 3 on the extra practice worksheet that's in Canvas. These are really good problems to help you kind of put everything together from chapter 9 and 10 before you take your test here in a little bit. If you look at number 1, it says your cross-country skis are 210 centimeters long. Well, what does that mean in inches? Right? And so we want to take that 210 centimeters, we want to get it out of centimeters and into inches. So I'm going to do some dimensional analysis. I'm going to get it out of centimeters and into inches by multiplying by a unit fraction. I know that for every 1 inch there are 2.54 centimeters. I found that on my formula sheet, so make sure you have that handy. I'm now going to take that 210, I'm going to divide it by the 2.54, and I end up getting 82.68 inches. So that makes a little more sense to me. But maybe even feet would work better, right? And so the question really just asks you to do inches, so you're done. But if 82 inches, you're not quite sure how long that is, it might be more helpful to do it into feet. And so you can even convert it into feet if you wanted to. Getting out of inches and into feet, I know that for every 1 foot there are 12 inches. And then I can take that 82.68, divide it by 12, and say that I have 6.89 feet. So I know about a little bit less than 7 feet long are my skis. So I can kind of put that into perspective depending on what unit you're most comfortable with. All right, look at number 2. Number 2 says in Europe, gasoline is sold by the liter instead of gallons like here in the US. Assume that it takes 14 gallons of gasoline to fill the tank of a compact car. How many liters is that? So we need to get out of gallons and into liters. We know that we have 14 gallons, and we want to get out of gallons and into liters. I can look on my formula sheet and figure out what unit fraction would work there. I know that for every 1 gallon, there are 3.78 liters. My gallons will cancel, I'll be able to convert it into liters, and I end up getting 52.92 liters of gas instead of gallons. All right, look at number 3. Number 3 says 1.6 ounce package of cinnamon and spice instant oatmeal contains 34 grams of carbohydrate. If you had instant oatmeal 6 days a week, how many ounces of carbohydrate would you consume in a week? This one's kind of confusing because they put extra information in this problem that you don't actually need. A lot of us will be confused with that 1.6 ounces and think that we need to actually use that number for something, but really that's just extra information. That's just telling you that you have a certain size package of oatmeal. In each of those packages, how much carbohydrate do we have? We have 32 grams, right? And if we eat that 6 days a week, can I take that 34 grams and multiply it by 6 to figure out how many grams I eat in a total week? I ended up getting 204 grams. Because the question really is just asking me how many carbohydrates, but in ounces, right? And so if I know that I have 204 grams of carbs, can we figure out how much that is in actual ounces? So really all I needed to know was the 34 grams. I didn't need to know how big the package of oatmeal was. Just there giving you extra information. Try to confuse you, so don't let it. All right, I want to take these grams, I want to turn it into ounces, so I'm going to do some dimensional analysis, get rid of the grams into ounces. On my formula sheet, I know that for every 1 ounce, there's 28 grams, and I can say that every week, if I'm eating oatmeal 6 days a week, I'm eating 7.29 ounces of carbohydrates, okay? Being able to carefully read through all these different problems to figure out what information is important, maybe what information we don't need, and how we're going to convert it into the correct unit. Hopefully that helps you get started on this extra practice worksheet. Like I said, these are really good problems to practice before taking your exam. It helps you kind of put all of it together, do lots of different conversions and critical thinking before you take your last test. Keep working on that. There's an answer key also provided in Canvas, and let me know if you guys have any questions.